What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Seven Figure Flipping Podcast. Today, I'm going to take you through the top 5 reasons that house flippers fail. Let's get right to it. No fluff in this episode. Number 1 is understanding repair cost. A lot of people are miscalculating what it costs for renovations. They're not getting 3 bids from contractors, and they're not uncovering structural issues or things behind the wall. That is reason number 1. You don't understand what your repair costs are. Now, in our community, we have literally hundreds of investors who are flipping houses all across the country who have a scope of work that has their design board and the typical play that they run. They understand by SKU how much materials cost in their market, how much labor cost in their market, and all of it. So they know in detail down to the penny. The material really doesn't change. The labor and the contractor is what changes. So you have to know your repair cost. Number 2, okay, this is where we really go wrong, is we overpay for the property. That means you look at a deal that comes out, maybe it comes from a wholesaler, maybe it comes direct to seller, maybe you're on the MLS and you don't know how to underwrite it. You come up with the wrong after repair value. So then you get the wrong offer price. So if you buy wrong, if you overpay for a property, you are never going to recover. So you have to make sure you're buying right. Okay. Typically, if you are good at analyzing deals, then it's hard to mess it up. If you know what the after repair values, if you're dialed in on your rehab cost and you're actually calculating all the costs that go into it, most house flippers believe, hey, it's going to cost me $50K to rehab, $100K to buy, and it's worth $250K once I fix it up. They forget to calculate interest costs for the money that they're borrowing, the points, the closing costs, the insurance, the utilities, the payments, which is going to lead to one of my points later, the payments on the loan, all of these things, which is leading to them overpaying because they're not analyzing the deal wrong. Okay, poor market analysis is number 3. Here's what's going on in the market today. It's not going up like crazy like it was a couple years ago, so the market is not going to save you. You have to be a professional, which means you need to understand the locations. You need to understand where the good schools are. You need to understand where the busy streets are. You need to be able to evaluate against new construction. If there's a new construction house that's offering a 5% interest rate and $50,000 towards closing, and your flip is competing with that, you will lose. So you have to understand the market. So poor market analysis is contributing to flippers losing money across the country. The other thing you need to know is you have to know what the days on market is in that particular area. Because if you don't know the days on market, we go back to number 2 and you're overpaying for properties because you're not calculating how long you're going to have those holding costs for. So you need to understand your numbers. You need to understand the market, how much inventory, how much days on market, what's the buyer demand, what do they want, those kind of things. And that leads to number 4, which I've already talked about a little bit, but that's managing timelines on your flip and holding costs. If you don't go into market analysis correctly, understand once I get this done, how many days on market before it goes under contract. And then after it's under contract, it's another 45 days before it closes and you get money. If it sits for an extra 3 months, that could be tens of thousands of dollars, which could be your entire profit. Also, if you don't understand permitting and you're in a city, a county, a state that takes permitting very seriously, that could increase your time in your hold of that property. That's seriously going to be eating up your profits, the holding time. If you guys don't know, time kills deals. Like, that is a truth, an absolute truth in real estate: time kills deals. You need to have a detailed project timeline. You need to understand the permitting process. If you have to pull permits in your area, time will kill your deal. And then number 5, last but not least, is the worst mistake flippers have, and that is financing issues or running out of cash. How many flippers do you know, or maybe you feel this way? You are equity rich and cash poor. The money's going out as fast as it's coming in. You're getting hard money, which is like 10 or 12% and 2 points plus $1,000 admin fee to close it, plus all kinds of other junk fees. And then it has payments, has interest payments throughout the term of that loan. You have unexpected expenses that come up. You don't plan for overages, and you didn't get enough capital. You don't have enough liquidity in your business. Now, in our community, we have 2 hard money lenders that do 100% purchase price financing and 100% rehab financing. Most of the investors in our community are also, or have already become, or are becoming, experts at raising private money. The reason private money is important is because it is more flexible. There is more velocity on private money because you can get it faster. You can negotiate terms. You don't necessarily need payments. You could do a balloon if you know how to raise the right private money lenders. Now, if money is your problem, which many of you have told me that getting money for real estate deals is my number one problem. And if you're already flipping houses and this is hitting for you and you're having cash crunches, it's because you don't understand the money. You need to do the 5-day challenge around raising private money, which we'll keep a link in the show notes for that. That is a complete game changer. It will seriously change the profitability of your business and the liquidity in your business. Now, special tip on this one, the best flippers in the country are not hobbyists. They are operating like an actual business. They have systems, they have checklists, they do market analysis regularly, and data drives their decision making, not emotions. If you got something from this short podcast, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the like or subscribe button. Leave us a 5-star review if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcast. We'd greatly appreciate it. We're trying to help more real estate investors and entrepreneurs grow their business in a meaningful way. That is the top 5 problems that flippers have, the top 5 reasons why flippers typically literally fail. They get their first flip, they flip that house, they lose money, and then they leave the industry and they say, oh, it doesn't work for me. That's crazy. Avoid these 5 mistakes and you can be successful too. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all you guys. Leave us that 5-star review. Talk soon.